you're just starting out in your health and safety career, wouldn't it be cool, wouldn't it be advantageous if you could get some nice letters behind your name? So the first bunch of letters you can get behind your name are the letters TechIOSH. We call these post-nominals. There are all kinds of post-nominals. I've got quite a few. One of my post-nominals, I think I've got a DIP NEBOSH, I've got CMIOSH, and maybe one or two others. Oh yeah, I've got a BSc Hons as well. Anyway, it's all just boasting and virtue signaling and showing people how clever you are. But at the very beginning of your career, it's actually quite important because it does give you some credibility to have your name followed by the letters TechIOSH. So how do you get this TechIOSH status? Well, let me try and explain because it's actually not that easy to understand. Firstly, I googled IOSH membership levels here, and let's just go straight to the IOSH website, where it talks about your membership journey. Now, the first thing you're going to have to do to become TechIOSH is just to join IOSH as a normal member. So you're not going to join as a TechIOSH member, just join as a normal member, and that's probably going to be a student or an affiliate. So if you've already got your qualification, then you'll just start as an affiliate. Once you have joined, you can then apply to become TechIOSH. But to get the TechIOSH status, there are two criteria you are going to have to meet. One is in relation to your qualifications, the other is in relation to your experience. Let's take a look at what's required. So we're going to click on Upgrade to try and find out the information. And here we've got the grades, and notice we've got various grades. I'm chartered, the one below that is certified. It used to be called Grad IOSH, graduate status. They've changed it recently. The one you're going for is technical membership. So what do you need? You will need to have an IOSH accredited level 3 or equivalent qualification certificate. Now, for the vast majority of people, that means you're going to need a NEBOSH General Certificate. That is the most recognized, the most popular level 3 IOSH accredited qualification. There are some others as well. IOSH do have their own level 3, there's an NVQ level 3, and there might be one or two others as well, which I can't quite remember. And that's the point. I can't quite remember them because they're not that well recognized. Nearly everyone does the NEBOSH General Certificate, and hardly anyone that I've ever met has ever done the IOSH level 3 or the NVQ level 3. It's not to say that there's anything wrong with them, it's just that most people go down the NEBOSH route. And if you wanted to do your NEBOSH General Certificate, then obviously I would recommend you take a good hard look at Compassa. We do offer the world's only smart video course for the NEBOSH General Certificate. It's effective and it's very engaging. But it's not just your qualification. You also have to submit an up-to-date CV showing that you have at least 1 year of experience. So why don't we take a look at the application form for this? So let's download the IOSH membership category transfer application form. So what does this mean? It means that you are transferring your membership category from affiliate to technical. So you apply. So we have to provide details of our qualifications, and you will have to provide evidence of those qualifications as well. So you're gonna have to give them a copy of your NEBOSH General Certificate or any other level 3 certificate that you happen to have. You email those in, and you're also gonna have to fill in this form here with your experience. So what was your job title, the name, and the dates, and then you're going to have to talk about the activities that you carried out and then what you did. So it's quite a strange application form. What activity did you do? What was the action word? And what was the description? Okay, so what does all this mean? Well, firstly, talk about the activities. So if you were involved in, say, risk assessments or health and safety inspections, then you would say, well, I carried out weekly inspections of the work area. And then you would have to choose an action word. Which action word best matches your activity? So for example, you've got the action word carry out. So I carried out an inspection. So you could say, well, I carried out that activity. And then you have to describe what did you do and how did you do it? And so, well, just give a very brief description in a couple of lines as to how you carried out that inspection. Well, you took a checklist, you walked around, you observed things, and you asked some questions. Maybe, now here's the thing, it's like, you want to give IOSH as good reason to approve your application. Believe me, they decline applications. Right? So you want to give them good reason to approve you. So like, layer it on thick. You didn't just do an inspection, but you also produced an inspection report, didn't you? Just take a look at the action words. So here it says produce, prepare. So you prepared an inspection report. What else did we do? We reviewed the completion of the actions after the inspection. Yeah, so layer it on thick. Try and take everything that you did and break it up into chunks so that you can use as many action words as possible when filling this thing in. You can maybe come up with 3 or 4 different action words, 3 or 4 different rows, all of which might be a health and safety inspection related. Of course, it's not just inspections, but you might have been a health and safety representative. You may have been a team leader responsible for risk assessments. Maybe you're doing accident investigations. So just break it all down, layer it on thick. If you can show IOSH that you had a total of 1 year's experience across multiple years of doing, say, part-time work, maybe health and safety was 20% of your job role, but you worked somewhere for 5 or 6 years. Well, that adds up to 1 year of experience, wouldn't you say? I would say so. So that's why you want to layer it on thick. Show them that you've got all these years of experience, show them all of the different activities that you carried out, and the more that is on there, the better. And hopefully at the end they'll be suitably impressed and will give you the technical membership of IOSH status. And that process takes about 6 weeks, it says here. It says, right, so it says that we will assess your application and let you know the results within 6 working weeks of receipt. Once you get it, you will get a nice fancy IOSH certificate that says you are a technical member, and then you can legally go onto your LinkedIn profile, onto your email or whatever social media you've got, and add those TechIOSH letters after your name. And that is a stamp of honor, a badge of credibility. Or is it a badge of credibility and a stamp of honor? I've got no idea. Anyway, there we are. If you've got any questions about the TechIOSH status and how to get it, drop them into the comments below. And best of luck with your application.